Thank you, and thank you so much, the Chair Budget, for that observation. I had asked the same question, but I can confirm to you the original is with us. The good conduct, the original, we've seen the original one. So it's only that she forgot to photocopy and attach to the CV. May I now give an opportunity to Mheshimiwa the committee. He can be allowed to ask question, but the decision lies with the committee. But he's free to ask a question. Proceed, Mheshimiwa.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for permission you granted. It's a great honor to me. Thank you. Since I'm the Deputy Chair, Budget Committee, and believing that the nominee will be under our docket, I just wish to clarify something from her. Madam Brenda, each financial year has its own budget cycle. Can you please take us through the budget cycle starting from August? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Paul Maru. The budget cycle consists of the executive puts together all the budget plan in August, and an annual development plan report in September. In September, the county budget review plan, the CFSP by 30th of September.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Since I'm limited, let me just stop here.
Thank you. Mheshimiwa Abbas, do you have anything? Thank you so much, honorable members. Madam Brenda, the reason as to why I was telling you to compose yourself, so like you are tensed. This is an interview like any other. I see. So you are allowed to say pass, you are allowed to answer. Just feel comfortable. This is not kichinjio, for lack of better word. Mheshimiwa Kodobo, do you have anything to say?
Chair, thank you very much. There's that question which I posed about the net worth. You said that you are at 10 million now. So I was asking, where do you want to see yourself in the next 5 years as far as your net wealth is concerned? When you leave the finance office, will you remain at 10 million, or maybe where will you want to see yourself? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Ismail. In the next 5 years, I would really want to see myself leaving a legacy in this county, especially on the finance docket where I will be working. I would want to leave a legacy of no pending bills that are ineligible. I will also want to leave a legacy that will be remembered that I once served in this docket. And through that, whatever I will have achieved, I will feel comfortable because I will also have grown and the developments have already grown. So we will grow at par. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chair. Our nominee has indicated that we will grow together as county. Perhaps we might not see where the chief officers at the Cecm are constructing story houses while the people who put this government on power are languishing in poverty. So that is what we will be expecting from you. Let it not be only words. Put those words into actions, please. Thank you, and I wish you the best.
Thank you. Thank you, Mheshimiwa Ismail Kodobo. Madam Brenda, see the reason as to why members have spent almost 2 hours to interview you. This is the most crucial docket in this county. And all the eyes of the public, and by extension of this House, and any other person living in this county, is on this docket. Your predecessor, despite leaving behind a huge amount of pending bill, which he might have not control over it, was one of the very successful CCs that have come across as a Speaker of this Assembly. And is a person who is very much cooperative whenever he is called by this House to clarify on an issue or to respond to a statement that has been brought by, before this House. His action has been swift. We really want you to emulate that one. That is in case you are approved. This is not just a docket like any other. This is a docket that will either fail the whole executive or make it a successful one. So mine is to urge you to learn a lot if at all you are approved. You see, we got a lot of embarrassment in the Senate, as the members were referring to recently, and maybe some issues which were not clarified or were not responded to according to the wish of the PAC committee of the Senate. So we will wind up now. I want to ask you whether you... Okay. Let me allow the Deputy Speaker to say something, and then I...
Yeah, Madam Brenda, we've taken so long, but there is something we wanted us to maybe, if just in case we take you up as the CC Finance, the previous regime, I mean, we've been coexisting very well in matters on finance. So in case you are given this docket, the County Assembly Finance, out there, there's an outcry that we would wish to have autonomy over our funds, but as per now, the funds are still coming from the county government. So in case you get to that position, how will you handle issues on per diems, allowances? Are you going to, you know, some other finance officers act in a manner like they would want to show that the county assembly are beggars, they're begging. But They need these allowances, they need their per diems, they need their salaries on time. So I'm just asking you before this committee, how are you going to handle that situation, especially on the county assembly? And remember, the county assembly is the one that is charged with the responsibility of authorizing every fund that has to be used. How will you handle that situation? Thank you.
In addition to that one, before you respond, what Mheshimiwa, the Deputy Speaker, is asking you, in simple terms, is the autonomy of the Assembly. The Executive has its budget. After every process is done, that's when the House approves. And then there is the normal requisition processes that the accounting officer always does, be it salaries for the MCAs or the staff, then the per diems, facilitation be in whatever means. Will you be among those who like to obstruct the smooth functioning of the Assembly? In this, there are some of the executive in other counties led by the governors want to micromanage the assemblies. They want to manage the assemblies. They want the leadership of the assemblies, the speaker, the clerk, and others to kneel down before them before they get their rightful share. Will you be that kind of a person? And the reason as to why I told you to emulate your predecessor is that he has never been an impediment to this assembly. He approves everything that the assembly seeks or requires. So clarify what Mheshimiwa Deputy Speaker is asking, and as well what I've just asked you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you, Chair. One of the things that I would really want to do is to work very closely with the County Assembly. One of the other things that, because the County Assembly are there for the developments, and one thing that I really want is development. I will make sure that their budget, whatever that they are saying, whatever that have been well stipulated in that budget, is well executed with no bias, with nothing. Because I believe if we work together, especially with the County Assembly, we will go far, because there are some things that we need to work together with the Assembly, together with the stakeholders. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Brenda. I'll now ask you, do you have anything to tell the committee, or any comments that you can make?
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I'm humbly requesting for this committee, I'm humbly requesting for this honorable committee to approve my appointment. Being an open-ended person, I believe we will work together as a team. Having a clean record, being qualified and willing to learn, we will go far for the development of this project. I will also want to assure you, to assure this committee that I will be open-minded. I will always be here when I'm needed to answer the queries with no objections. Thank you.
Thank you. We wish you the best of luck. Confirm whether you have your original documents before you take your leave. Honorable members, we will break for 10 minutes for prayers and lunch, and then converge.
Time is crucial in any emergency. Every minute counts. Every second matters. When the precious window between life and death is closing quickly, skilled doctors, fearless nurses, and medical facilities will determine the rest.
Welcome to Al Jazeera Hospital. This is a laparoscopic tower.
At Al Jazeera Hospital Garissa, every patient is a top priority. Your loved ones have the best fighting chance in the care of our medical staff, state-of-the-art medical facilities, including a highly advanced laboratory and ultra-modern theaters. We don't just treat our patients, we contend for their welfare. Find us along the Dar Road opposite Garissa Referral Hospital. Visit us today. Quality healthcare brought closer to you.